with the stars and the heroes. Got up with it, baby, did I take it?
On the floor for the visiting Golden State Warriors. At small forward, Moses Moody. At shooting guard, Brandon Podzinski. At center, Draymond Green. At the other forward position, Jimmy Butler. At the other guard position, Stephen Curry. The head coach of the visiting team is Steve Kerr. Let's meet the starting five for your Memphis Grizzlies. At the small forward position, standing 6'8", number 0, Jalen Brown. The man in the middle, 7 feet 4 inches, number 14, Zach Edey. At guard, 6'5", number 22, Desmond Hayes. At forward, 6'11", number 13, Josh Jackson Jr. At guard, 6'3", number 12, Josh Morant.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action. The three-point shot, so important in today's NBA and a major part of the game plan, Greg, for both of these teams.
And we can expect to see a high volume of shots from beyond the arc in this one. I'm looking for whichever squad is able to create more havoc and throw the opposing shooters off their rhythm.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podzinski. Moses Moody is out there with Butler, and it's Green in at the 5 spot. Curry finds Butler. Curry a screen on Jackson. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Off target from outside. Here's Morant. The Warriors pull it in. They traveled to Memphis last time they faced the Grizzlies and came away with the win.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
Well, when you can turn defense into offense like that, it certainly makes the game a lot easier.
And then Morant rams it in.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you say? We give Morant about an 11 there?
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Here's Podzinski. His last outing, he had 8 points. Pass to Green. The kick outside to Butler. It's deflected. Morant against Curry. And Morant gets it to go.
And this is what's so special about Morant's game. His mobility and his explosiveness.
So Stan, the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those 3 outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those 3 guys. That's a great base for the future.
And here is Curry. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Morant with it. Butler covering. Pass to Edey. Jackson with it. Out to Morant. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. They shoot again. Jackson, that's good.
A nice bit of muscle there from Jackson Jr. to get the inside score through contact.
Curry passes to Moody. Curry looking around. Green with a screen on Morant. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And finished off by Morant.
You know why Morant makes those dunks look so easy? He's got a 44-inch vertical. That's unbelievable.
And Memphis making a change here. Aldama's checked in. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I caught up with the Grizzlies head coach. Now, I asked him who has him worried out there on the floor, and his answer was Draymond Green. He told me he's a high-effort, high-IQ player who can be so effective. Right now, our plan is to stay physical with him and not let him dictate the turns out there. Of course, this means a hard-fought contest down low. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Curry. Following the basket by John Morant. Back to Curry. Three-pointer. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Morant. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Now, here's Curry. 6 points for him.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And it's Morant missing. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. Trailing by 4. They keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Well, they shot it well because of how selfless they were. You need that kind of chemistry and cohesion on the road.
Rebounded by Jackson.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Pass to Aldama. And Aldama slams it in.
Well, at nearly 7 feet, throwing it down is probably almost effortless for Aldama.
Green with a screen on Jackson. Here's Moody. And it's off from three-point range. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
And there it is for him. Morant's got 12.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Off's jacked in, and it's Kennard in for Bain.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
The drive by Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Thunderous stuff from Jackson Jr., showing his nasty streak.
Now Curry. 8 points for him. Puts up a deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried. He's got 11. Now here's Pippen. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll get you back to the action after. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Grizzlies.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
We've got Jaren Jackson, Luke Kennard out there with Pippen. Then it's Santi Aldama, and it's Huff in at the center. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. And Jackson gets it to go.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
Down low, Kuminga, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Outside Jackson. In the corner, Kennard with it. Pass to Pippen. Clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Jackson from long range drills the three-pointer. Jackson's got the lead up to 6 now for Memphis.
Well, modern-day big men can hit threes and guard multiple positions. That's Jaren Jackson.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Curry. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Memphis, they come in off the loss to the Golden State Warriors. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Heel dishes to Curry. Pass to Kuminga. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Kuminga's got 5 points now this quarter. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Kennard finds Jackson. Now Eldama. Pippen for 3. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Healed outside. Pass to Jackson Davis. Lays it up and makes it in. And now just a 1-point Memphis lead.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Wells, he's checked in for Santi Aldama. Bain comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Morant in for Pippen. And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, DA. Thank you. Jackson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
Well, the word dynamic really only scratches the surface with Ja Morant. The way he moves, his speed, it's all just on another level.
Fields checked in for Stephen Curry. Warriors trail by 6. Butler kicks to Green. Back to Butler. Green with a screen on Jackson. Bounce pass, Butler. And it's Green missing.
And they continue to control the glass.
Wells passes to Morant. Launches it. And another miss by Memphis. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Healed outside. Takes a 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did, just not well enough.
Yeah, but those are the games you can learn from. You see where you are now and where you need to get to. I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Warriors trail by 8. Pass to Green. Now Butler. Shot to stop the run, and it's Butler with the jam.
Butler getting something right at the rim, and he says, thank you very much.
And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And he's good on the second.
He didn't go to the line once in the first half, but now he's figuring out how to draw contact and get himself to the line.
Edey's checked in for the Grizzlies. Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Warriors trail by 7. Healed outside. There's 39 seconds left in the second quarter. He had a nice open look right there. Green's got his second basket of the night.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Now here's Morant. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Well, this is Morant at his very best. His teammates need to just continue getting him the ball and letting him do his thing.
13 feet away. The 3. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 4 points at the basket for Moody. Here's Morant. Got it. Good job in the low post. Morant's got 21.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. He thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And so it's Memphis. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Hey everybody, it's the Milwaukee Bucks trying to pull their way back in behind by 9 in the third quarter. And now time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the Memphis Grizzlies.
They've been choosy.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
He's definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Draymond Green, and it's Moody in at the small forward position. Bane passes to Morant. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than Ja Morant. He explodes off the floor.
From deep, Edey with the rebound. Here's Bane. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
Just look at the body of Bane. He's so strong, and that helps him down low.
Back to Curry. Takes the 3. Stephen Curry. What a shooter.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Now, here's Morant for three. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. It's a three-point game. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles, taking on the Lakers. And that will conclude a long 7-game road trip for the team. Stan, you know, you think about Jimmy Butler, and you and I are fans of his team. Talk about a guy who calls it like he sees it, though. My goodness.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Look, Jimmy's never going to hold back. He'll call out his teammates. He'll call out opponents. He'll call out the referees. This guy acts with no fear.
Just don't call out the broadcasters, right? We want to stay out of his range.
And he would have no reason to.
Exactly. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Here's Morant. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Curry on the wing. No good. That would have tied it.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Butler. Butler finishing at the other end.
You gotta love the way Butler sets the tone defensively and then turns that defense into offense.
Morant, solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Morant's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Back to Curry. On the top of the key, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Curry's got 20.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Santi Aldama's checked in for Wells. The Warriors also with a sub. On the heel, he's checked in for Moses Moody.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
1:57 left to play in the third. Now, here's Morant for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. He has 29.
And a quiet first half from distance. Didn't even try a 3, but now he's 1 for 2 from deep in the second half. Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Here's Morant. He's got 29 points. To the middle. Shoots over Curry, and it's Morant missing. The Warriors have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third.
Yeah, I love the physicality Draymond puts behind this drive. Get in his way at your own risk.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. The 3 from Morant. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Outside Curry. The 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Offensive rebound. Edey gets the bucket. Now it's a 5-point Grizzly lead.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Curry. Curry getting it done inside.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Morant with it. 32 points in the game. And no good in the last second attempt this time. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll return shortly. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Just picking us apart, right? Guy cuts behind you down the lane. Miscommunication there. They're cutting behind us. So we got to get solid defense.
But clearly, Greg, he's not happy with his team's aggressiveness on the defense. Clearly, Steve calling his team out on it.
Yeah, gently asking for them to pick it up. They're going to need to if they want to win this one.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Wells. Pippen is out there with Desmond Bain. Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's Huff in at the 5, down low. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Curry kicks to Kuminga. Fires away from outside. Another miss by Curry. Memphis leading by 6. Pass to Huff. Over to the wing. Back to Bain. It's up a 3. The shot, no good. Warriors shooting at 51%. Really solid. Hield can't hit. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Bain for 3. Again, the miss by Bain. Hield the pass to Curry. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Curry's got 15 points in just the second half. And here's Pippen. Pass to Wells. Jacks up a 3. A rebound by Hield. Warriors trail by 4. He lobs it up. Memphis has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Shots good by Pippen. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Memphis' head coach had some words for the team during the break. Now he wants his team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do, and we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Morant with the bucket.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Here's Curry with the 3. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And really, they've rebounded well all game long.
Pass to Edey. Now Morant. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Curry. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And he makes good on the layup. Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
And with a limitless jump shot, the elusive ball handling skills, Curry can get a bucket pretty much whenever he wants. Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Curry shot is off.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Pass to Edey. Bain with it. 3-pointer. Jimmy Butler pulls it in. Butler's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Curry can't get it to go.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody wants to ease up off the threes.
Morant, right side. They get it back. Just 5 to shoot. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup. Morant's got the lead up to 9 now for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, really nice finish there with contact. Morant with great body control.
Curry's shot is off. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Second personal foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Memphis.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
Warriors trail by 9. Here's Podziemski. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Golden State. Podziemski taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 8. Podziemski hits them both. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Sharon Jackson. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
1:07 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Curry. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Curry's got 30 points.
Fearless. Curry takes on the challenge and gets that big basket to fall.
Now here's Morant. 6 to shoot. Goes up at the stripe. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
I credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
There's 39 seconds left in the game. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Here's Curry. Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
He drops the first one. That makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Not sure the miracle, Greg, is on hand here tonight for them.
Well, they need one, but gonna play until the final whistle.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. 13. At the line for the Grizzlies, John Morant taking 2 shots.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another. And Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his team. Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. So he can't get either to fall.
Yeah, just a golden opportunity that's lost right there. Now, we still got a game.
Moody's shot is off. And they go to the intentional foul.
Stephen Curry. His fourth personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for the Grizzlies, 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Off target with that shot. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Jaron. A young team, but you're going in the right direction. How does a game like tonight help you keep that flow?
It's progress. Everything is progress. A win you can learn something from, a loss you can learn something from. So we're taking every little bit of it, and we're just happy to get one at home today.
It's a step in the process, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Ja Morant.